What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut of Multi-Platinum Production Team.
Arkatech Beatz.
Welcome to the live music review series. And we are getting on tonight again, doing these live music reviews, getting everybody ready, rocking and rolling. I don't understand why it's doing this. It's doing something weird. Anyway, I'm going to have to fix this. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get started in a few minutes, We're going to be doing music reviews. If it's your first time here, welcome. What we're doing is we're basically listening to folks' music. As multi-platinum producers, we're just looking for folks to, help them to improve their music. And at the same time, also try to help folks, in terms of collaboration, etc. So, we're just trying to get it done with these folks, you know what I mean? And we're doing the reviews. We've been doing this now for close to a month. So, trying to help folks out, trying to have folks listen, listen to folks' joints, doing different things. So as we wait for folks to get into the line, well, not into the line, but to get onto the stream, we have a total of 374 submissions. If you're not familiar with us in our production, we produce for everybody from Big Pun to Nas, Jadakiss, Max B, French Montana, Coke Wave 3.5 out now. We got production on that. $1 Million Baby 4, Max B coming out soon, man. We're going to be all over that. Just make sure y'all like, commenting, and subscribing. Jumping into the live stream, sharing the live. About to get it done. People get into the live stream, man. Make sure, like I said, y'all like, commenting, and subscribing and sharing. We're just waiting for a few heads to jump in, because I have some people that skipped the line. Just want to make sure that they're able to get a chance to log in and catch their review. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, you can tell me where you're from. If it's your first time here, where you're representing. Y'all are submitted to the links on the screen. If you're a producer, make sure you join our school community, school.com, our Future Producer Society. Shout out everybody jumping into the live, man. About to get started in about 5 minutes. This beat we cooked up, man. It's called High in Space. Everybody jumping into the live. tapping that screen if y'all on TikTok, man. Samuel, I appreciate that. Make sure y'all look out for that Max B, man. $1 Million Baby 4 coming soon, man. With production by us. Featuring tracks with us. 2 Chainz, Max B. Wiz Khalifa, us. Max B. French Montana again. $1 Million Baby 4, man, coming soon, man. Max Big Avell, man. Shout out to Max B. Coke Wave 3.5 out now. Smoke, what up? Samuel, thanks for the gift. We're doing music reviews tonight, man. If you're looking to get something to listen to tonight, I'm gonna be on for about an hour. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. So we're working on some more Max B music. He got Don Snow coming. He got Cosmo Brothers with French coming out. Another Coke Wave coming out. We're working heavy, man. So I'm just jumping on for about an hour. We're gonna listen to a few joints. And then I'm gonna be flagging some tracks to, put folks on a different platform. Folks have a music discovery platform that we're working with. So I'm taking the best music from there and putting it over there so that people can find their music. And then also looking to collab with new artists, new producers. If you're a producer, man, make sure you're jumping into our producer community, man. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get started in just a few minutes, man. You can submit to the link on the screen. I think the queue is approximately right now about 150, give or take. And if you're a producer and you want to learn the music business and you want to get some straight insight, this is my community that I'm building myself. Just trying to help producers learn the music business, man, and just sharpen their tools. You know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with us, we're Arkatech Beatz, man. Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, Jadakiss, The Game, Raekwon the Chef, Killer Mike, Freddie Gibbs, Max B, French Montana, 2 Chainz, Wiz Khalifa, Waka Flocka Flame, Shorty Low, Little Scrappy, Young Boy, Hot Boy Turk, Meek Mill, Sci-Hi the Prince, and that's just a list. That's a few of the names, man. So if you're not familiar, get familiar. Make sure that y'all are like, commenting, and subscribing. Make sure y'all sharing. I know there's a lot of people out here doing these music reviews, but not quite like how we got going it like this. You know what I'm saying? You'll be hard pressed to find folks that got a resume like ours. I can guarantee you that. All right? Former loud A&Rs, everything. You know what I'm saying? So we're just here. So we're about to jump into these music reviews, man. I got this first joint. Did I listen to this last night? I don't believe so. Liquids? Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, I did listen to this last night. All right, we're going to jump into this first paid skip. People skipping the line, man. They paying attention. This first joint is called Meal Ticket, man, by Young Gangsta AJ. This is a paid skip. He skipped the line of how many people in this queue today? It's 157 tracks so far. So he's decided to skip the line. So there's 157, but we have a total of 374 submissions. I think when we get to 1,000 submissions, we might do a giveaway. I'm just trying to consider what that may look like. This is Meal Ticket.
Damn, bro, you going global.
They know what the fuck going on, man. This shit ain't never gonna motherfucking stop, man. We coming hard every motherfucking year, and every year we getting harder, you hear me? Yeah. I'm chasing a meal ticket. On God. Let's go.
I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me and mines up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, till them look at me now, I done came to my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me and mines up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, till them look at me now, I done came to my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. They slept on me, I ain't had shit, now it's time for me to go and wake 'em up. It ain't nobody fucking with me at the top of the game, to the bitches to catch up. I be running this shit like a motherfucking marathon, all I know is just to run it up. I just score me a touchdown, then made a play for the 4 Sprite, bitch, I'm 7 up. Keep this shit at a slow and a steady pace, I ain't stopping till we in a better place. Had to fall back and learn from my mistakes, but I still bust the bitch and won't hesitate. Yeah, we going up, we finna elevate. They like, look at that J, he done made a way. I'm just paving the way for me in the game. Being broke make you wanna go insane. I was beat out back then, I'm still beat out now, man, what you gon' do about it? 16, I was serving out the bowl, hit them highs and them low, cho rap, so I rerouted. On the road to a show, lived up, I'ma go grab the dough, before we leave, I'ma recount it. Shout out to the 4 boys who doubted, they ain't know, but now they finna know about me. I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me and mines up out of these
Chasing the meal ticket, man. Listen here, man. I hope y'all are paying attention, man. Listen to this phone. Tell me what y'all think in the chat, man. Tell me what y'all thinking in the chat.
You going global.
They know what the fuck going on, man. This shit ain't never gonna motherfucking stop, man. We coming hard every motherfucking year, and every year we getting harder, you hear me? Ayy, yeah. I'm chasing a meal ticket. On God, ayy, let's go.
I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me and mines up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, till them look at me now, I done came to my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me and mines up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, till them look at me now, I done came to my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. They slept on me, I ain't had shit, now it's time for me to go and wake 'em up. It ain't nobody fucking with me at the top of the game, to the bitches to catch up. I be running this shit like a motherfucking marathon, all I know is just to run it up. I just score me a touchdown, then made a play for the 4 Sprite, bitch, I'm 7 up. Keep this shit at a slow and a steady pace, I ain't stopping till we in a better place. Had to fall back and learn from my mistakes, but I still bust the bitch and won't hesitate. Yeah, we going up, we finna elevate. They like, look at that J, he done made a way. I'm just paving the way for me in the game. Being broke make you wanna go insane. I was beat out back then, I'm still beat out now, man, what you gon' do about it? 16, I was serving out the bowl, hit them highs and them low, cho rap, so I rerouted. On the road to a show, lived up, I'ma go grab the dough, before we leave, I'ma recount it. Shout out to the 4 boys who doubted, they ain't know, but now they finna know about me. I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me and mines up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, till them look at me now, I done came to my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me and mines up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, till them look at me now, I done came to my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. Get me and mines up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, till them look at me now, I done came to my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me and mines up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, till them look at me now, I done came to my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. They slept on me, I ain't had shit, now it's time for me to go and wake 'em up. It ain't nobody fucking with me at the top.
Alright, yo, shout out to Young Gangster. Yo, shout out to Young Gangster. Young Gangster AJ, man. Shout out to you, bro. Listen, man. I like this meal ticket record. Let me tell you, I like this meal ticket record. And for anything for people who have been watching my reviews, I have been saying what I've been saying, and I've been saying it, and he's executed this thing to a T. I've been telling folks, hey man, let's get these hooks good. Let's get these hooks good, right? Guys are doing rap hooks. I say, hey, your rap hook should probably go like this. 4 bars. You're saying the name of the song. I had a meal ticket. He says it's 4 bars, and then he repeats it to make it a total of 8 bars. And that's his hook. And that, to me, is what gives this song the replay value that it's supposed to have, is because he's immediately starting with that. Like, that is what makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? Now, he's structured his song where he has the intro. He's talking a little bit of crap in the beginning. He starts exactly with the hook, as he should. He goes right into the verse, as he should. Finishes with the hook one more time, and he lets the beat ride out. So, the thing here is that he only has one verse. And there are some guys that submitted some songs to me that were like freestyles, one verses, and stuff like that. Guys had one verse, whatever. Listen, as long as you structure it this way, where it's sandwiched in between two hooks, it goes across as a song, just a short one, right? And what do you get for this? If you get to the first 30 seconds on Spotify, what does that count as? It count as a play, right? It counts as a royalty monetized stream, right? So that you can get some money on that, right? So this is what you want. This is the name of the game. The name of the game is to creating a song that has a hook, no matter how, if it's only one verse, we need to have a hook so that it can now slide as a song so that we can get the replay value. So now this is my critique here. This is my feedback for homie. So Young Gangsta AG, if you're in the building, if you're around, if you're listening, this is what I want you to listen up on. I need this intro to be shorter.
Aye.
Damn, bro, you going global.
They know what the fuck going on, man.
3,
This shit
2,
ain't never gonna
1.
motherfucking stop, man. We
Start
coming
there.
hard every motherfucking year, and every year we getting harder.
You feel me? So the hook should start right there, right? So that hook needs to start at that point right there. That hook needs to start at approximately 15 seconds in, because now where you're starting is you're starting the hook like you're starting the hook damn near 30 seconds in, right? And now by the time you get through your hook, get to the first verse, we don't hear you start rapping until almost a minute into the song. That's too long. We're giving away too much real estate there, right? And what's the real estate? The real estate is that short-ass attention span everybody got. You can clip that. What's the real estate? That short-ass attention span that everybody got. We don't want to give that away. We don't want to give away that short attention span to these folks by giving away all of that time in the music when we can get it to start. Get the song to start. Get to it. You see what I'm saying? Get to it. If you're a producer, get to it. Get to the hook, right? So if this was a beat without the vocals on it, get to it, right? Because the longer you take to get to it, the faster people are going to swipe. You're going to lose the interest of the audience and or artist, whoever you're trying to impress. You're going to lose it, right? Now, when he gets to his hook.
Aye, yeah. Huh? I'm chasing a meal ticket.
When he gets to his hook, follow what I'm saying here.
Aye, let's go.
I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me a minds up out of these trenches. I knew I was gonna be different, tell them look at me now, I done counted my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. I'm chasing a meal ticket, trying to get me a minds up out of these trenches.
That's perfect.
I knew I was gonna be different, tell them look at me now, I done counted my senses. Soon as they let me in the door, I knocked that bitch straight up off the hinges. When you speak on my name to mention that I'm the hardest white boy out of Memphis. They slept on me, I ain't had shit, now it's time for me to go and wake them up. It ain't nobody fucking with me at the top of the game.
And the only other thing that I would ask for is I would probably ask for maybe one more level of vocals, either a slight bit of more ad-libs on the hook, just so that it doesn't almost sound like the verse. The only thing that's helping it not to sound like the verse is because the instrumentation is supporting it, but I need his vocal performance to just be slightly more stacked or more full, varied to the hook, to the verses, right? So the hook kind of just I want the hook to stand out just a little bit more versus versus what the verses are sounding like sonically. Outside of that, this joint is a winner, right? Short in the beginning, add a little bit more, add maybe one more vocal stack on top of the hook, and I think that we're gonna be good here. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of that, right? Because now this song is in and it's out. Pause. This is what we need it to be. You know what I'm saying? And look, for those folks who are jumping into my live, okay, I'm just gonna say it without sounding like it's too whatever. You know, you have to understand. I have worked with the best. Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy of Mobb Deep. I can stop right there. For most folks, for most producers, they can stop right there. But I could still go on to the game. I could still go on to Raekwon. I could still go on to Killer Mike. I could still keep going. So what I'm telling you is 25 years of true music professional business in this thing. You can go look up my records. You can go see what it is. All right? So what I'm saying to folks, you're going to be around for as long as I've been around, right? I can't speak for these other guys who's doing, trappity trap, rappity trap. You ain't going to be around this year, right? So that's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this is the way. In the new age right now, what he's done, he's created a short song. Let's add those things in there. Let's get this thing right into pocket. We'll be good to go. Stone Cold, what's going on with you, brother? Good to see you. Meal Ticket, man. I'm gonna give this one my star, and we're gonna look out for you on socials, man. We're gonna look out for you. Make those tweaks, man, and get back at us, man. For real, man. Let's get it going. We're getting into this next joint. It's another page skip. Oh, my man Sox, man. What's up, man? You back in the building? PS in the Yams. All right, you took the advice. Let's take a listen, man. Let's see what you did.
My plug complaining he can't test because the paper cuts off. Moving bowls of the rice, that's the Asian bud. We eating in between the meals like we taking brunch, cause we got peas in the yams like a vegan lunch. A player in the game, you can hate or love. I'm red, rose, white, sailing, stunting with a 101. Big breaded, so I'm big headed like Buster Bus. Got boy and girl jumping on the streets like it's double dutch. They can't understand all the lines that I muster up. It's working out, gotta go over the bars like a muscle up. These hoes just wanna be up on the island like how Musk was coming. White boys sliding with the post, Chad Musk or something. Maniac minded, only sit back when I'm up to something. Followers around me lost the game, but down to bust for nothing. So I could change your life in seconds if I push a button. And that's how my engineer feeling when the music running. I ain't got no interest. We can't get alone. I'm juggling the trap and acquisitions on my business phone. I'm talking real percentages. We both got Soho bracelets. When the meetings come, the difference is I am slip the members one. I'm talking feeling limitless with or without the pill I'm on. My thoughts are real intricate. Got AI in my monologue. Tying balls off, thinking dark thoughts between client calls. TP fuck the margins up. I'm digging through the profit loss. Praying for the Rory truck. Our South say I got it coming. Ticketed through customs. Make sure you grab the proper luggage. I'm the label, move strategic. I don't clock the budget. I just watch the stock double up from all the profit coming. Kitchen shirt over the face like I'm chopping onions. Neighbors smell what I'm cooking cause the rock is coming. Pixie roll tube popping out the yummy box. I'm puffing Louis Duffel to me, roller with me for the proper function. My plug complaining he can't test because the paper cuts off. Moving bowls of the rice, that's the Asian bud. We eating in between the meals like we taking brunch, cause we got peas in the yams like a vegan lunch. More handsome, more paper, my show's better. I'm known to blow a bag on a pole dancer. Throwing bands on the stage like it's Coachella. Instacart driver, I'm a go-getter. I don't go there, I move with my own agenda. I don't know them, these new rappers, no gender. No label, I'm the most important part of the package. I ran this game, I'm a boss in a faction. I walk with faith, so does Israelite. I block darkness, I ran a bag up in October when crops harvest. I'm rock starring, you guys aren't, you power losses. I got offices, got boxes and buy boxes. Yo, my Lawrence supply offer that I skyrocketed. Club braggets and 100K plain Jane watches. He's flying back again, I see another payday pop. And he thank me now, even though I hear him complain often. My plug complaining he can't test because the paper cuts off. Moving bowls of the rice, that's the Asian bud. We eating in between the meals like we taking brunch, cause we got peas in the yams like a vegan lunch.
Yo, remember what I said, man? We got to get that to repeat, man. So you see like how you got that going like this, just like that 4 bars.
He thank me now, even though I hear him complain often. My plug complaining he can't test because the paper cuts off. Moving bowls of the rice, that's the Asian bud.
Right.
We eating in between the meals like we taking brunch, cause we got peas in the yams like a vegan lunch.
Repeat. You feel me? Repeat. Once we go off into that other stanza of the rap for the hook, it because now your hook get lost. You know what I'm saying? Like this, that 4-bar cadence, you ended off with the peas and the yams, you repeat. Because now the name of the song gonna stick with us. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's jumping in. Hold on one second. Why is my YouTube I don't see my YouTube my YouTube comments, which is weird. Shout out to my folks over there. I'm not seeing my YouTube comments in real time as to why my Streamlabs is acting up. I don't know, it's doing something weird today. And listen, like now, and I know I was talking before about your flow during some of these okay. I was looking at some of the flow on this record.
Nothing, so I could change.
And it's absolutely this is a much better
Juggling the trap and acquisitions on my business phone. I'm talking real percentages. We both got Soho bracelets. When the meetings come, the differences. I am slip the members when I'm talking, feeling limitless. With or without the pillow. My thoughts are real intricate. Got AI in my monologue.
Like we listen. I respect it. Okay, I respect I respect the lyricism. I respect the flow. I respect you taking the time to make sure that you are on the beat. I need people to pay attention to that. Like, you got to be on the beat, man. If you're gonna attempt to do it like that, you have to make sure that you're on the beat. And he did that here. You know what I'm saying? So remember what my issue is here. My issue here is just making sure that this hook stands out, man. I want this hook to stand out, and it's not going to do that because it's an 8-bar rap hook, and 8-bar rap hooks are kind of like,
Intense because the paper cuts off moving bowls of the rice, that's the Asian bud. We eating in between the meals like we taking brunch, cause we got peas in the yams like a vegan lunch.
Repeat that. That 4 bars, that first 4 bars of that hook right there, repeat it. Make it to 8, that's your hook, brother. Right? Make sure we add a few more stacks or doubles on it a little bit on certain words to make it stand out from the rest of the verse, and we're good to go right there, brother. Yeah, if it had only been that part, people on the TikTok side are saying, had it only been that part to repeat as the hook, we'd have been good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's for us to create the replay value, and we have to make sure that the name of the song stands out. You know what I'm saying? So you've incorporated the name of the song into the hook, but it only occurs one time, right? As you have it now, it only occurs once, right? So that's not enough. That's not enough for it to stick. That's not enough for it to have replay value. That's not enough for it to, create what we want to be the true cadence of a hook that's going to get the listener to keep going back and say, hey, what's the name of that song? Yeah, it ended with peas in the yams. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ends with that. You know what I'm saying? It ends with peas in the yams. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when we end, especially when we're ending off the verse or the 4 bars with the name of the song in the hook, this is what adds extra, right? Because remember what we're doing now. We're trying to program folks. We're trying to program folks to remember what we said. Like, this is the whole thing about rapping and lyricism. You know what I'm saying? So, so look, as I'm looking at this, brother, I feel like this is where we kind of need to be with this. Like, we're almost 90% there. You know what I mean? And I feel like, as far as what you're doing, my chat is responding to you positively, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this right now, and to me, this record is sounding pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I respect the lyricism. I respect the fact that you jumped on this thing and you're rapping the way that you're rapping. Remember, man, I had the esteemed pleasure of being able to watch Pun record. You know what I mean? To be able to see what it takes to actually rap fast and do things on tracks that people will be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So I've been there. I understand it. I know what it looks like. Cass, what's happening? So, shout out to you for jumping into this joint. Shout out to you for submitting it, for letting people hear what you got going on. Make sure y'all are following my guy. Check his social on the on Instagram. Make sure y'all following it. We need to get these folks that are submitting. We have to make sure that the ones that are doing what they need to do, we need to make sure that we're supporting that new music, man, to get it to move. You know what I'm saying? Like that's to me, that's what's important, is to get that new music to move. And I need to, in hearing these new type of artists, that's basically doing their thing. I'm gonna look out for some more music from you though, brother. I want to hear some more. You know what I'm saying? Just to see where you're at with your whole journey, and then see what can be done to move your needle forward. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all guys are handling y'all business. I think I had just submitted an article in the community. 6 ways that you lose out on your music publishing. Make sure y'all are jumping into school.com, the Future Producer Society. I'm teaching the music business in there. I'm putting in the tools. I got some tracking tools that I'm gonna start dropping in there this week. And then we're gonna be dropping in a few more courses as it relates to like split sheets. Make sure that people know how to fill those out. ASCAP registration. I want to make sure folks understand how to register their songs properly through ASCAP. That's what we use. I'm probably going to put a comparison between ASCAP and BMI. I know there's a lot of talk behind that. You can only have one society at a time, although I have a way to get through both, but that's another thing for another day. But we're going to jump into this next review. And let's jump into this, man. Make sure folks are sharing the live, man. Let's make sure we're doing that. Liking the live, sharing the live. Soch, man, thank you for Soch, thank you for submitting. I'm not sure how we pronounce that. I don't want to be butchering your name, so if you can put it in phonetically into the chat, man, so I can make sure I got you good. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. You about to jump into this next song. Yo, Kaz, Kaz, we just scratching the surface though, bro. Listen, I'm just trying not to inundate folks with information. Typically in my own brain, I will be posting everything every day. I'll be posting something that would be lengthy ass reads and stuff like that. But I know it's called school, but I don't want it to feel like school. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to feel like that, and I don't want to make producers feel like we overwhelming them with information, because that's just how my brain works, and I just don't want folks to feel like that. I want it to feel like there's a balance between creativity and a balance between creativity and a balance between information and business. I need to make sure that there's a healthy balance of it, so that it doesn't just feel lopsided. Like, oh my God, this guy got another course. Oh my God, he got to teach us this. Oh my God, like it takes the fun out of making music, and I don't want to take the fun out of making the music. That has to be paramount. We have to enjoy what the hell we doing. If we don't enjoy it, man, then the shit take all the gas out of it. You know what I'm saying? So take the fun out of it. We don't want to do that. I got this joint called Here I Am, produced by Space Boy. Here I Am. Let's listen. Choose, right? Like, yeah, like he gotta choose. So this is part of the issue with this beat already. Like, you gotta choose, man. You gotta choose which octave is gonna work for you. You can't keep going between both of them, because what you've done already is that it sounds like you've already pitched it, and now when you're going between the octaves, it's not staying in tune. So now we've already pitched it, then it's going up an octave. And what I tell you guys about sampling stuff and going up to octaves. When we sample, if you sample anything and it's not key mapped appropriately, meaning if you're not, say for example, you got an instrument that you want to resample, you got to sample it from each octave, from each C to each C, and then you got to key map it from each C to each C in order for everything in between to stay in tune, right? You just can't sample one key at say C3 and expect it for it to stay in tune as we play it up the octaves. It won't stay in tune. It will start to create these things that make it fall out of tune. Like this is just the way that these sample engines work. Like they try to stretch it, but it's never going to really be stretched, completely accurately if you're not fine tuning it. So it's going to be the same thing that's going to happen for you if you're taking a vocal sample and now you pitch it. That's number one, and then it goes up an octave. Like it's definitely going to be out of tune. So especially when you're playing all other instruments with it, if you try to play any other instruments with it, it's all going to sound like it's off. You know what I'm saying? So if you even decide that you're going to take a sample and you're going to be pitching it up and doing all types of stuff in pitch, the rule of thumb is you're not going to be able to really add any more instruments to it unless you have a really good ear at tuning the rest of your instruments. And if you're not able to do that, then you're going to wind up having a song that sounds like this one that's basically going to sound like it's off. All right? Make sure that we're sharing the live. Make sure that we're sharing the live, man. Make sure that we're sharing the live. Tag a producer. It needs to stay right here. It don't need to go down. Or you can take those two parts, the here I am part and that part that just switch, and just use that as a switch up, and you good, man. This is what you be doing too much, man. This is why guys got to join the Future Producer Society, man. Because I'm telling you, man, this is not gonna work. Like this is the type of stuff that you play it. You'll play it for an artist, and when he does this, and he's looking in his phone, and he just goes. You don't know how deflating that is to be in the room and the guy starts to get disinterested, going to his phone, telling the engineer just to point to the next record. Like you feel like crap. You hear me? Like it's like a punch in the gut. It's like a punch in the gut when these guys start skipping your music. You're like, shit, I only got, I got 10 songs on this pack. He's already at 6. He ain't picked nothing. Shit. Am I gonna be able to get back in the building? Don't take the chance, man. Don't take the chance, man. Less is more. You know what I'm saying? Don't create these soundscapes that are confusing. Good on that. Yo, make sure that you take that feedback, man. Make sure that we kind of we remove all that extra octave moving. Let's shape it down let's get it down into one part of the vocal sample, and then let that ride for the hook, and then pull it out. Pause, and let the beat ride without it, or the filter ride without it in the bass line, and then bring the vocal back in only for the hooks. And we should be good like that. That's all you really need. And keep that thing moving and grooving. It says, you know how many people get into my chat? It says, hey, you need to listen to. If you think that I need to listen to it, submit it. If you think that I need to listen to it, move it to the front of the line. But I'm not going to listen to it because you put it in the chat. Like, come on, make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. If you feel like I'm missing something, if you feel that strong, put it in yourself. People submit other people's songs. Submit it. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like it's dope like that, put your money where your mouth is. That's all I got to say about that. But I bet you won't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be just talking, man. Like, yo, look, man, there's no magic pill, bro. I want people to realize that. There's no magic pill. This shit is hard work. That's it. Ain't no magic pill. I got to get on the live. I got to post on social. Right? We got to make them beat packs. We got to do them AI stuff. We got to do them blogs. We got to do them vlogs. Right? We got to take them meetings. We got to move around. We got to shake. It's all work, bro. Ain't nobody. There's no magic pill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do the work. That's what I'm trying to tell folks. Got to do the work. Do the work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's work, man. It's work. And I know a lot of these guys see the time that I be posting inside of the portal, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, come on, bro. People be asleep. Like, people talking, man, which y'all ain't really. You're not really ready for what it take. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you ready for what it take, but you're not gonna believe me.
Oh yeah.
This joint is called Full Attention, featuring Juju. We're going to jump into this. Addison, let's go.
Menina fofinha, mana tu és a minha querida, mana tu és o que eu quero, ninguém mais faz o que tu faz por mim, a minha vida sim, vamos andar ali.
Can someone tell me what language this is if somebody knows? You know what I'm saying? Make sure I ain't playing nothing that's too crazy. But it sounds dope.
Tu vens, tu vais, quem dá não
good
mais.
tone.
Baby, you done make me feel good. Everything I need is in you. Baby, you done give me ginger. You done make me feel bialica. I done see you as spiritual. You don't wanna need Fokolodo. You're making me feel Shokomodo. And nobody to do as I'm falling for you.
You got my attention, my body and soul. Oh, we got that spiritual connection. You make me feel like you make me see better. You make me feel like you make me see better. Baby, you're the one I need. Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you're the one I need. Baby, you're the one for me.
Nah, that hook missed the mark.
I cannot make sense of this. All that I see is you, feel is you, boy. The way you populate my mind, I know that it's mental. I will surrender, feeling your energy. Baby, keep your eyes on me. Baby, tell me what you say. I know that it's meant to be. The way I got your tension locked into me. Hey, I hope that you know that we can control it. I know it's not just physical, cause they're right in the tie like it's spiritual, baby. You got my attention, my body and soul. Oh, we got that spiritual connection.
How they should have did that now. Repeat. You got my full attention. Just repeat the shit. It's really rudimentary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's damn near remedial. Like, we gotta.
You got my attention, my body and soul. Oh,
you got got my, and go right back into it. You got my full attention. Something's down that I can't control. Right? You got my full attention. Mind, naughty and soul. Give me my songwriting credit, right? Come on, dog. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, this is not a big vocalist, right? And the vocal how she's doing it, her vocal tone, it's an old school feel. You know what I'm saying? So we got a beat right now that got a nice Caribbean Afro beat type feel, world music type feel. That sounds modern. The first cat really did his thing. She comes in and she kind of gives us this older feel singing vocal, and this kind of, for me, that's why I say kind of feels like it dropped the ball, because that's more of a older school type feel. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine.
Got that spiritual connection.
But if we're really trying to make it work in 2026,
you make me feel like you make me see better. You make me feel like you make me see better. Baby, you're the one I need. Baby, you're the one.
and she should be following homie's lead. You hear homie in the background.
For me, baby, you're the one I need. Baby, you're the one for me.
You hear homie in the background. Homie in the background probably sound better on it than she do.
Spiritual connection. You make me feel like you make me see better. You make me feel like you make me see better. Baby, you're the one I need. Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you're the one I need. Baby, you're the one for me.
This track is bumping. I like this.
Baby, you did give me ginger. You did make me feel by a liquor. I did see you as spiritual. You don't want.
He killed the first verse though, man. He killed that, man. He did his thing on that.
Wanna do is you que eu quero. Ninguém mais faz o que tu faz por mim. A minha vida assim, vamos andar ali. Tu vens, tu vais, quem
He got a good melody. He got a good voice, and he's actually has like good ad-libs.
dá não mais. Baby, you did make me feel good.
Right there.
Everything I need is in you. Baby, you did give me ginger. You did make me feel by a liquor. I did see you as spiritual. You don't wanna need Pocolodo. You're making me feel Shokomodo. And nobody to do is I'm falling for you.
You got my attention, my body and soul. Oh, we got that spiritual connection.
She took the gas out. She took the gas out the car, y'all. Yeah, like the car is driving, and then, man, just you know what I'm saying? Like Richie, you ever have an old school car that was 5-speed and you can't quite get it into gear because your foot is off the clutch wrong, and you're like, it's not going into gear. Like that's how I feel like right there. You know what I'm saying? For all those folks who are older who used to drive manual transmission back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, saying if you didn't really put your foot on the clutch the right way, you couldn't get your car into gear. So like you be driving and all of a sudden you can't get the shit into the right gear, and you be stalling in the middle of traffic. People start honking your ass and shit. So boom.
You Shokomodo and nobody to do is I'm falling for you. Baby, you did make me feel good.
Listen.
Everything I need.
Y'all tell me if I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Listen to this joint. Listen to the joint. Listen to how it's flowing. Listen to how homeboy transitions from a different language, right? He's talking in a different language. He flips it into English. Look how much work that's going to take, right? Like, you can't make this shit up. Like, he literally goes from singing, and somebody said it was Portuguese or something, and somebody said that in the chat. He's singing in a different freaking language. He switches it to English, keeps the flow, keeps the cadence, keeps the melody, and then the hook come in. Tell me if I'm lying, if I'm flying. Just tell me. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping.
Oh, mana, tu és o que eu quero. Ninguém mais faz o que tu faz por mim.
Submit your song, let's go.
Minha vida assim, vamos andar ali. Tu vens, tu vais, quem dá não mais. Baby, you done make me feel good. Everything I need is in you. Baby, you done give me ginger. You done make me feel biological. I done see you as spiritual. You don't wanna need Pocolodo. You making me feel Shokomodo. And nobody to do as I'm falling for you.
You got my attention, my body and soul. Oh, we got that spiritual connection. You make me feel like you make me see better. You make me.
See what I was talking about? Yo, Addison, man, fix this, man. Fix this song, man. They send it back to me, man. Get this hook together, man. Get this hook together, man. Like, get it together. Get together with this hook, man. Like, you might have to make it a solo record, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you might have to really take off the feature. I ain't gonna hold you. I think you should consider that. This is my 2 cents. But we're moving it along. We're moving it along. We're moving it along. Yo, shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live, man. I might have had too much sugar for dinner. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. I'm telling you. Can't make this up. You gotta love this shit. Folks, I got time for maybe about one more joint. So if anybody's looking to submit their song to kind of get listened to tonight, now is the time. Now is definitely the time. This joint is called High in Space. Let me tell y'all something, man. These next set of tracks that y'all about that we about to make for the masses. I'm gonna put this rap game on his head. I'm gonna change this shit. So just so that y'all know, I'm coming for everything. Pause. We want it all. So just putting it out there so y'all understand what's about to happen. So check out this next joint we're about to get into. It's called Falling Again. Again, we've been on for about 55 minutes. You know, we're gonna get out of here in about an hour. Falling Again says I literally don't have a what? What does it say? Oh, I literally don't have what? A name. I'm going to assume this might be a beat. Let's take a listen to it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I think the intro's just too long. And whatever, it looked like he got it limited gated too hard. Or compressed too hard. You hear it ducking. This needs to be about 4 bars shorter. Probably looking for a string or a lead on top for the hook. That's what I was looking for, and I didn't quite get it. I was looking for that. I was listening for that. Like, okay, where's that one extra instrument that puts us in the true vibe? You know what I'm saying? What's that one extra instrument that separates the hook from everything? You know, exclusively. You know, like for real, like really separates it. And we didn't get it. You know, and I feel like this is a vibe that could have really benefited from that. Yo, I didn't want to say that. Somebody said I can see Terry Crews in the whistle with a glow stick. Like, I ain't really want to say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to really, you know, put too much of a pause moment on it. But, you know, this is what it feel like. It feel like that, you know what I'm saying? So, look, I'm not knocking it. If it got a groove, it got a groove. You know what I'm saying? Like, this got a groove. You know what I'm saying? Get your drink in your hand. If you somebody that like to, you know, put the glow sticks on, go ahead, knock yourself out. Yeah, so outside of the music feeling like it's a little bit too much compression, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if, you know, that just feels like it's not as full as it can go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like how I would like it to feel. Like, I would like to feel the actual, this being techno house music, however you want to call it. Like, I would really like it to feel full, and I would really like this bitch to thump, right? Like, let this bitch thump. Let it really, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's open it up a little bit. Let this thing, you know, almost get to close to distortion, but not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just close. And then we need something to bring it over the top, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, say for example, so let's say for example, if we're listening to it, all right? 3, 2, ready? 3, 2, all right? Coming to my brain, that's really like just off my brain like that, you know what I'm saying? And if you take it, man, make sure you give me my songwriter credit. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't jack my melody, you know what I'm saying? But you could literally take this joint, drop it into Suno, plug your mic in, sing that shit, and let Suno find an instrument for you, string, synth, whatever like that. Just 1, 2, 3, boom. If you kind of lost for it, man, like this is the new way to get it done, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You guys are fucking around. And there's no reason to, man. There's no excuse for your shit not to sound good. I'm telling you. There's just no excuse, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you guys are coming into this platform, if you guys are listening to what I'm saying, if you guys are taking the constructive criticism, not just for your own music, but for other people's music. Because if you realize the shit is kind of like a broken record, sort of like. It's like you can just tell folks that just ain't listening and ain't watching and just say, I'm just going to submit it. It's fine, but you should really be watching the platform to really understand what we got going on. Really understand that it's here. It's a learning platform. It's not really just like, you know, we just trying to, you know, hit people in the head for reviews. Like, it's not really what we're trying to do here, bro. Like, I got other shit to do, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I want people to learn from this shit. I want better music. I think that's part of the problem with where we are right now, is because not a lot of us took the initiative to tell other people how to make better music. We didn't give them the tools. We kind of let them figure it out on their own, and then folks wind up getting money, and now you can't tell them shit because they made the money, but it still don't mean their music is any good. You know what I'm saying? If you was one of those ones that got on social media in 2015, you know what I'm saying, 2013, 2014, then you just got the benefit of how the social media just boomed. You know what I'm saying? As long as you was consistent on your platform, your shit was bound to grow. You know what I'm saying? And then once the system caught up to y'all and said, okay, we're not making no more people rich. This is where we are now. Now you gotta claw and you gotta fight. Now you gotta literally be extra, extra good to stand out on socials. He said, you really think the producer should get more props? Listen, man, they don't like to give producer props, man, because what happens is that, to me, let me tell you what I think it is, Don. I think it's really payback. I think they're trying to pay us back. I think the industry is trying to pay us producers back for what we did to them in the late 90s and 2000s. Because in the late 90s and the 2000s, you know, we took these motherfuckers to the cleaners. You know what I'm saying? Between the Dr. Dre's, between the Neptune guys and the Teddy Rileys, and you know, they took these labels to the cleaners, man. $500,000 on a track. We took them to the cleaners, bro. Hype Williams, $2 million on the video. We took them to the cleaners. But the truth of the matter was they was making the money. So hey, you gotta give it back. Now I think they just making you pay for it because they're like, yo, you guys raped us, and now we got to get back. We got to get it back for you. We got to get it back in blood. So now they don't want to give producers credit at all. Like if you notice that, there's like a huge effort to diminish producers online. Like a huge effort, to diminish what you do, to make it seem like anybody and everybody can do it, to make it seem like all of the music is the same, and that's a crock of shit. You know what I'm saying? The real ones stand out. The real ones, the good ones, you're not going to be able to deny that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's by design. They don't want you to know who's making the beats. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want you to know who's making the beats. Like, say for example, like at this point, right? It should always be artist, feature, whatever, artist, feature, blah, 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 and producer. Like, it should all be part of the same title. There shouldn't be a situation where it's just the artist as the primary artist and the producer now is somewhere in the liner notes or somewhere in the Spotify credits. If you even know how to look for that. Because most people don't even know how to look for the songwriter credits in Spotify. And you have to fight to get a main artist credit, because that's considered a main artist credit if you see like a Max B and a Metro Boomin. You know, Max B, French, Harry Fraud. Like you have to fight for that. That's a main artist thing that you got to fight for. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want to give it up, because what happens is once they give it up to you now you start to build your own momentum in terms of your monthly listeners on Spotify and stuff. And then that enhances your value. And now they don't want to enhance your value because then you could have to charge them more, because now you got built-in audience that's residual from the artist. So for example, if I get on with French and these guys, say for example, if I got the record with French and them, and they decide to put me on as the main artist, right? Put Arkatech Beatz as the main artist, not the featured artist, the main artist. The featured artist doesn't get any traction from that. You have to be a main artist, so it has to be Max B, comma, French Montana, comma, Arkatech Beatz. If it's not listed like that, if it's saying featuring Arkatech Beatz, you don't get any residual traffic from Spotify. But if it goes as the main artist, then let's say the song does 1 million streams, 2 million streams, or X amount of monthly listeners, that automatically goes across the board to all of the artists that are the main artists. We all share in those metrics we're sharing those metrics. So they don't want those metrics now. They don't want the 40 million listeners a month that French has to bleed over to you as a producer. Because if that bleeds over to you as a producer, 1, your catalog gets discovered. 2, you get more people looking for you. 3, you become more of a, you become more valued. And what happens is they don't want you to get priced out of what you're going to charge them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Is that, it's a constant struggle for folks to keep your value at a certain level because they just don't want to pay that extra thing. You know what I mean? That's really what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I seen an interview with Bangladesh. Shout out to him, Bangladesh, and Ray Daniels, and he was talking about that a little bit, where it's like, yo, why don't the artists just come back to the guy that gave them the hit because it costs too much, and they don't want to pay you. You know what I'm saying? They just, it's something about paying the producer. You know what I'm saying? There's something about that. There's a problem with paying the producer. They'll pay for the clothes. They'll pay the jeweler. They'll pay the studio. They'll pay the hookers. They'll pay the strippers. They'll pay the hoes. They'll pay the weed man. But they don't want to pay the producer who makes half of your music. Imagine that. Imagine we make half of the product that you sell and you don't want to pay for it. How does that make sense? And then people wonder why people fall off. It's because they refuse to stay with the same producer. Yeah, they don't want to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an ego thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it can't be the producer making me hot. Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it's not really about the producer making it hot. It's like y'all make each other hot. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make each other hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it is. It's like, oh, I got the peanut butter, you got the jelly, nigga, go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just go together. There's the pizza in the sauce, the cheese in the sauce. It just goes. You know what I'm saying? Put the smoked paprika with the salt and the pepper. It go. You know what I'm saying? So, we just work here, man. So at the end of the day, my folks, make sure that y'all are jumping into the future producer. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all learning this business, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's make sure that we're doing that. Let's make sure that we're handling that. If you're a producer, if you're a budding producer, if you're an artist, you can still get into the Future Producer Society. Because remember, you still have to know vocal production. You still have to know business contract. You still got to know production. You still got to know it. And the better that you are at production, the better you are at your music. Because let me tell you something. Once you can start to articulate what you really want in your music, then your music starts to become better. So once you can articulate the things that you want the producer to do, then imagine how much better your music will get. Because now you'll actually know what the fuck niggas is doing. In your joint, you'll know what's going on. So now you know how to say, okay, do this to this, make it go like this. I want it to sound like this. And once you're able to articulate your vision better, you'll be surprised how much better the output is looking. You know what I mean? And I think people don't really understand that. Like in the age of AI, the people who can articulate, prompt, you get it? If you can articulate, prompt, engineer your vision, if you know how to articulate it as a prompt, then you can actually make anything. Think about that, right? There's a concerted effort to make sure that you guys cannot talk. There's a concerted effort to make sure that you can't read. There's a concerted effort to make sure that you cannot articulate your vision, so that you cannot prompt engineer into the next generation. You can't get into AI. You can't articulate your vision. You can't imagine having somebody able to build anything you want, but you just can't articulate it. That's how they got folks. Got folks like so dumb that they can't articulate what it is that they want to see. You don't have a vision. You can't articulate it. You can't make it come to fruition, But that's a conversation for another day. Make sure y'all hop in with us on the next one. I appreciate everybody that jumped into the live. Shout out to everybody that submitted their records. You know what I'm saying? And we look forward to more. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back and I got to just kind of get an idea of like, who did the skips and stuff like that. I'm considering also trying to see if we do a raffle or giveaway on that. But we'll see how it works. Shout out to everybody that jumped into the live, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all stay safe out there. I'm going to leave y'all with this joint called High in Space. We out of here.
Arkatech Beatz.
Arkatech Beatz.
Peace, y'all. Peace, guys. Peace, y'all. Peace.